Can I have the shoe back? Speedy, this isn't tug of war. Speedy, oh, crap. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. I hope you're having an amazing start to your day. As for us, we're back at the airport, heading home. It's a good 2.5-hour flight or so it's not too bad. But and then I get to spend a little bit of time with my animals before leaving tomorrow to head to Chicago. And although I never really like starting my day getting on a plane, the fact is I'm really excited to get home, even if I'm only home for one day before I leave, just to see my animals and kind of relax for a minute anyway. So what do you say that we make this an awesome day? Let's get started. Best travel tip ever. Hi. Thank you. Okay, all settled in. All right, so we are boarded on the plane. Excited to head back to Detroit.
I'm so tired. I can't open my eyes.
We only got a few hours of sleep last night. We were at Universal late. We got home, just slept a few hours, so we're all tired, but excited to get back home into the building to see my animals, spend the day today. I get to spend most of the day tomorrow before I head out to Chicago. I shouldn't be too bad. A quick 2.5-hour flight home. Much fun of me for vlogging in the bathroom the last flight I was on. I figured I'd go ahead and do it again. And yeah, it's been a pretty good flight. We're about 45 minutes away, so it's a pretty short flight, only about 2.5 hours. I can't even imagine. I think in 2 days I'm going to be back on a plane for 23 hours off to Indonesia. But hey, I'm going to land. I've got 2 days before I take off. I'm going to enjoy as much as I can with my animals, my family, in my own bed for a while, because then I'm going to be gone for a while. So anyways, 45 minutes to land in Detroit. Bye, thanks. All right, we are in Detroit and it is a lot colder. It feels like it's about 40 degrees outside. So it's good to be back in Detroit for a little bit. You guys excited to be home?
I farted a lot on that place.
Oh my gosh, this kid, I tell you, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna just get our luggage. We're gonna head home, unpack real quick, and then I'm gonna head over to the shop, spend some time with my animals today. So it is super great to be back at the shop, even if it's just for a day and a half. It's just great to be here with my animals, get caught up with the crew to see how things are going, and to see the animals like Speedy. I mean, I miss him so much, and he's just running around the office. Speedy, where you at? Look at that little guy. Look at that silly monkey right there. And look what he's gonna do. He's gonna go after Steph's shoes. He's got, oh, no, he's gonna eat something else. Speedy is just absolutely incredible, and I can't wait. It's still, I can't believe it's actually like middle of May or something like that, and it's still just too cold outside to keep him out. So during the heat of the day, it's getting warm, but at night, like we're going down into the 30s tonight, so I still can't put him outside. So as much as I love him being around the shop, and he's always amazing. Hey bud, what are you doing? I can't wait to get him out in the backyard so that he has the whole yard to mess with. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Come over to say hi. I tell you, this tortoise has an obsession with shoes. Speedy! What are you doing, Speedy? Why do you have a fascination with shoes and shoelaces? Why? Can you let the shoe go, please? Can I have my shoe back? Well, it's not my shoe, but can I have the shoe back? Speedy, this isn't tug of war. Speedy! Oh, you crap! I won! Literally, I just played tug of war with the tortoise, and he almost won. He is crazy. I don't don't ever want to bore you guys with just kind of showing you the same thing over and over again, but everyone always asks about Bella, and I love her so much. When I'm away, Bella is just something that I miss so much because she's just such an amazing animal. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? You want to come out and play a little bit with me? What's going on, girl? Want to come out? Ah, come on out. There you go, sweetie. What are you doing? What's the matter? What's the matter? Oh, you see Speedy's out, and quite frankly, Speedy and Bella, although they're becoming a little bit friends, Speedy likes to try to nip her tail, and that's something we don't want to happen, so I've got to keep a close eye. See, Bella's like, okay, I'm out of here. Staying away from that bugger right there, that little bugger. Right, Bella? What are you doing, hon? How are you doing? Where do you want to go back here? You want to go back there, Bella? Okay, see you later. Bye, Bella. So a lot of people are asking in the comments and stuff like, you know, what is Bella? Bella's actually a rhino iguana. Now, there's, you know, when you think of iguana, you think like a green iguana. Well, these guys are really, you know, maybe slightly related, but they're not even the same genus or species. They're really quite different. And the difference is that a lot of times green iguanas, as they get bigger, become kind of aggressive. Now, sometimes a rhino iguana can be that way too, but a lot of them seem to be really great pets, and they seem to really love people. But they're not a pet for everyone. They do need a lot of space, they need a lot of time, and they need a lot of energy. But as you can see with Bella, is that when you give them all those things, they can make the most wonderful pets that I've ever seen in a reptile world. I tell you what, I've been keeping reptiles for almost 30 years. I have never had the bond with a reptile that I'm getting with Bella. I mean, she is just amazing. I mean, she wants to be by you. She'll run away and go do her thing and go explore, but then she always comes back and like wants to hang out right by you. She loves attention. She loves to be petted. She loves to just hang out on you. I'm sorry if I show Bella too much for you guys. I tell you what, I just can't get enough of her, and I'm hoping you guys are falling in love with her as much as I am. Hey, I want to show you guys a new snake that actually came in when we were gone. And remember I had showed you the Chinese beauty snake that was an albino, but it was a T-positive albino. Well, this is the T-negative albino Chinese beauty snake. And we're actually going to breed those guys together just to get double het so that we can produce both T-negative and T-positive albinos, because we had a female T-negative albino, but we didn't have a male. And I mean, in a perfect world, I might have tried to find a T-positive male to breed to it, but to be honest with you, I just couldn't find one. So I took what I can get. This guy's a little bit on the small side, but I think he's big enough to probably still breed. He's 2 years old. He's been cooled down, so I think he'll do the job. But isn't he a gorgeous snake? I'm pretty excited because the rainbow boas are looking really good. You can see, remember earlier I told you this is how I breed rainbows? I'll put like one male and 2 or 3 females in a cage and just kind of leave them together for like 4 or 5 days. Then I separate them out, I feed them, then I put them back together for 4 or 5 days, and I continue that cycle. Well, you can start to see some of these females are starting to swell up a lot. They're looking really nice and big. In fact, you can certainly see this is a little tiny male here. This guy is doing all the work in this group. He's a hypomelanistic male, and he's 2 years old, so I thought, let's give it a go. And sure enough, I've seen him hook up a bunch of times. So with any luck here, in another month and a half, 2 months, we'll start popping out baby rainbows. We have Brazilians and Colombians, including leucistics, so it's going to be exciting. I just love live babies. Oh, and on a side note, I had heard the other day from someone that said that I was selling the Reptile Prime coconut bedding, but I didn't use it myself. Like they were saying, oh, why is Brian selling a product that he doesn't even use himself? Obviously, I use it on the animals like this that need high humidity. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about switching some of my ball pythons to it because it's really good for humidity, and I love the way it absorbs and cleans. So anyways, I don't know why people always think like, oh, Brian is trying to sell us something that he doesn't even use. I love this product. I would never sell a product or even represent a product that I didn't 100% get behind. As a matter of fact, before I even started the relationship with Reptile Prime, at that time Cat Spot and Herptopia, I used this bedding for probably 2 months, and I was so happy happy with it, I was willing to enter a partnership. I know I don't want to really address the haters, but the point is that, you know, people are always going to find fault. So there you are. See, I use it in my cages, guys. It's a great bedding. It really, truly is. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a partner. Honest to God, I'm saying it because I was a user before I became a partner. Of course, I've got to check on Sunrise just to see how she's doing. How you doing, hon? Oh, look at, she's in shed again. This girl goes into shed so much. And listen, you know, for you guys that don't know, snakes shed when they grow, right? So essentially, if your snake is growing a lot, it's going to shed a lot. When it really slows down, that's why adult snakes don't shed nearly as often, sometimes only 2 or 3 times a year, is because their growth really slows down. When an animal is young, like Sunrise, she has really rapid growth, and that means she's going to shed. So she seems to be shedding every 4 to 5 weeks because we're feeding her a lot of food. So I think I'm going to go ahead after the shed and move her from these CB70 racks right here, probably over to one of these racks right here, which is a 33 by 33 rack, just a little bit of size, and then eventually she'll get moved up to a 6-foot and then ultimately an 8-foot cage. But she's growing so good and she looks amazing. I can't wait. She'll probably shed out sometime when I'm gone, so when I come back she'll be looking beautiful. You know, stuff is looking really good here in the collection, and I've been saying this a lot lately, but the crew is doing an amazing job, and I'm always in this kind of tough spot because my life has kind of changed over the last few years, and in particular in the last probably 18 months, where I travel so much more because there's all these opportunities that come up, like going to Indonesia, to get a paid trip to Indonesia to see some amazing animals. How do you turn that down, you know? And then there's other events that I'm going to, and filming opportunities and all kinds of things like that. So it's really difficult to turn down opportunities, but at the same time, it's hard to leave the collection that I'm so in love with. But I think that sometimes you have to kind of reach out and go beyond. I talk all the time about, you know, stretching your boundaries and doing things that are outside your comfort zone. And quite frankly, all this travel is a bit out of my comfort zone. I mean, where I'm the happiest is when I'm here with the collection and with my family, but yet I want to push my comfort zone to see what opportunities might arise, so I take these opportunities and travel. And in the meantime, I'm having a great time doing it. So I'm certainly, I mean, I'm sure you guys don't want to think I'm complaining about all these amazing things that I get to do. What I'm saying is that I'm always conflicted, right? Because I miss my family, I miss my animals, my crew, I miss being a part of things here. But at the same time, I want to see what other opportunities and other adventures are out there. And I love bringing you guys along on it. It's going to be really tough. I am here all day tomorrow. I'm not leaving for Chicago until probably late afternoon, and then I fly out the following morning to Indonesia. So I do have one more night with my family and one more day with my animals and my crew. And if I get out of here early enough, we're actually going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, because I know I won't get a chance to see it all the way until I get back, and maybe not till it comes out on DVD, because I'm so busy from now till probably the end of July. Hopefully I'll get out of here early enough so I can go see that movie. I'm going to do the best I can do to bring you guys emotionally along with me on this journey, because again, one of these vlogs is going to be a 23-hour travel day. So I'm going to kind of bring you on the feel of what it's like. I mean, a lot of you have probably wondered, how does it feel to be on a 23-hour flight? Well, I'm going to try to do my best to bring you on that entire journey, starting right now. And I can tell you, with 24 hours to go till I leave for Chicago, you know, there's always that excitement and anticipation, but there's also that nervousness, especially when you go to a place that you've never been. So when I go back to Australia or Africa or Japan or China or Europe, I've been there, so I kind of know what to expect, so don't have that same anticipation. What's the food going to be like? What's the temperature going to be like? Where am I going to sleep? You know, how is it going to be weird with the time? You know, on and on. All these things, you know, how's the travel within the country? You know, is it safe? I mean, all these things go through your mind, and those things do enter in and bring a little sense of anxiety, but I'm trying to always overcome that anxiety with the sense of adventure and excitement. So wrapping up here at the shop, because I only have tonight to spend with my family. So I'm going to go home, see what they're doing, try to convince them to go to the movies to see Guardians of the Galaxy, and then just hang out with them, chill out tonight, soak in every minute I can with them so I can just hold on to that when I'm gone. I'm going to do my best to really let you guys feel what it's like to go on this adventure together. But as in usual Barczyk fashion, this show starts at 5:40 and it is almost 10 to 6 right now. So we're about 10 minutes late, as usual. We can never get to the movie on time. No matter how we try, it doesn't work. I don't understand it. So let's hope that we didn't miss this. We're probably gonna miss the most important part. Like the first 2 minutes, like
Previews, that's all we'll miss.
Anyways, I'm excited about it. We'll be completely fine. I'm sure by the time we get in there, the movie will just be starting. Perfect timing, the movie's just starting.
There are two types of beings in the universe. Those who dance and those who do not.
I get it, yes. I am a dancer, Gamora is not.
You just need to find a woman who is pathetic. Like you.
All right, so just out of the movie, and it was absolutely epic. I loved it. What do you think, Lori?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Right? And I totally called it. Now, I will say that we only got a couple hours of sleep last night, but I knew Noah was going to fall asleep. So you fell asleep about halfway through? Regardless, Noah fell asleep about halfway through the movie. He's got to go see it again. But it was an awesome movie. Puppies know that I'm leaving again. Hey, Artie Kim. Shush, Lucy's. You get so jealous. Artie, what are you doing, sweetheart? As soon as they see that suitcase getting packed, they're like, oh no, they're going on a trip. And we just got back, so they're probably double like whacked out. But definitely, you hardly ever see Artie up on the bed. That's a girl. It'll be okay, sweetheart. As long as her mama isn't gone, she's okay. And Zeusy, you guys gonna protect our family for me? Yes. All right, guys, so I'm going on about 3 hours of sleep. It's getting late, so I think I'm gonna shut it down and try to get a decent night's sleep. So again, I'm excited that I get to really spend pretty much all day tomorrow at the shop, at least until mid-afternoon when I start to drive to Chicago. And then I'm gonna have about a 5.5 hour drive to my destination. And then I'll be able to sleep a night in Chicago before leaving on this long journey. It's gonna be really epic, guys. I can't wait to bring you along, and I'm going to do my absolute best to keep current with the vlog, number one, and number two, you know, respond back to you guys as much as I possibly can. My experience is that when you get to certain countries, they always say, oh yeah, the internet access is great. And then you get there and it's absolutely horrible. So hopefully this time it will actually be good, and I'll be able to continue to comment back to you guys. And I love reading your comments and interacting with you, so I really hope that I'll be able to do that, because I would miss you guys so much, you know. So please keep hitting that like button and continue to share the content, as well as hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Make sure to be kind to somebody. Tomorrow starts a big adventure, guys, and I promise I'm going to see you then.